Okay, now that you have a Gmail account, we are going to begin to start our Google Docs presentation so that you can create your thematic braiding. So you can just type in Google Docs and get to this home page, and over here on the left hand side click Create, and you'll notice that you'll have a list of options, and I want you to go down to Presentation. So once you get to Presentation, you're going to have a blank screen and you need to add certain things to it. So let's take a look at this example of what you need to put on your first slide. You need to put the title of the book, the author, the genre, for example, fantasy, horror, memoir, science fiction, realistic fiction, historical fiction, graphica, whatever the genre is. And then whatever the theme is that you have identified. I also want you to put a picture of probably a braid, some type of braiding metaphor, so that it can imply that you're making connections, because that's why it's a thematic braiding. So the first image should be a braid, but I just put an image of a photograph that my son took here just to have an image, a placeholder. So you would use, to insert an image, you would go to Insert, and then you would go to Image, and then you would have the image of the braid that you found on your computer, and you would have the choose file, and you would go to wherever your braid is, and I will choose this one, which is not a braid, but I'll choose it, and just so that you can see that. And here we get an image of the Hudson Beach that I took the other day. So then you can resize your image like that. You can get rid of this image by doing that. You can resize this. You can make your text bigger or smaller. You through right here, just like as in Word. And then you are done with the first slide. Now, to get to the next slide then, what we have that I already have an example for you on my thematic braiding is the second slide. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to upload an image. This time the image can be related to the quote that you choose. I want you to choose a quote, and think very carefully about it. A quote that really, really represents the theme that you chose. So the theme I chose was questioning authority, and I chose a fairly long quote here where I think that the theme starts to emerge in the novel. I put the page number that I found the quote, and that would be the second slide. Okay, your last slide, I want you to make connections. I want you to make a personal connection, and where you had to question authority or whatever the theme is that you chose to use. I want you to use a connection to the world, and this could also be questions you have about questioning authority, and questions you have that this book helps you raise, so that you're actually thinking critically as a reader. And then you need to make a text-to-text connection. So your text-to-text connection, mine was with Aldous Huxley's The Giver. I mean Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, but you can't see that unless I played that. So hopefully this will help you make your thematic braiding. And if you have any questions, let me know.